Hello everyone and welcome back to another Cupid Parasite. I'm going to try and get this recorded before my voice completely disappears. So hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. I will check to see, make sure it doesn't sound too bad. If it's too raspy, like no one wants to listen to that for an hour and a half, right? So I'm going to try to keep my voice as smooth as possible. I'm about to take some medicine, so hopefully that'll clear up a little bit. And then I have a cold drink next to me as well. So let's see if we can get through this. Because I really don't want to leave the last episode just hanging over us as because it's the end and we need to see how it ends. And we don't want to spend like a week waiting, so I have to keep my voice kind of even. If it goes up too high in pitch, it cracks and it disappears. So, and if there is a lot of like skipping, like if you notice some skipping in the background music, that's because I'm editing out like coughing or if I sneeze or something. So I try to keep it as fluid as possible in cuts because the background music changing is kind of jarring when nothing else changes. So I apologize if you do notice it. That's why that happens. All right, so Zeus has just taken Cupid and has taken her somewhere. I don't even know. Looks like some kind of church. Maybe not in the underworld, but it could be, I guess. After I was taken by Zeus, he pinned me on a pedestal in an unfamiliar place. Let me go. I wiggled in an attempt to free myself from my restraints, but they wouldn't budge. Oh my goodness.
無駄だよ。キューピッドごときにそれは外せない。僕は全知全能の神だからね。
Zeus mocked me in a sing-song as he prepared his ritual. First, he lit a torch ablaze and poured wine into a chalice. It was an ominous act, as if he were trying to commune with a demon. I struggled to break free, desperate for him to stop. Hey Zeus, what are you planning? Do you really intend to devour the gods?
ああ、もちろんそうさ。すべての神の力を取り込めば、私は完璧になれる。もとより、私はそうするつもりだったからね。
But why do this? I thought you wanted to protect and work with them before you were sealed. Zeus suddenly paused at my question. He spun his head and gazed back at me with a dead expression.
力を合わせて。
He's scary, isn't he? Yeah, that's why I said, aren't you all siblings?
そんなバカな。私が彼らを使ってやっていただけだよ。協力関係なんておこがましい。私が頭、そして彼らはただの手足だ。手足は頭に従うものだろう。その手足が自らの意志を持とうとするから私は食おうとしたのさ。それだっていうのにまさか反抗するだなんて。
Oh my goodness. Zeus furiously slammed the table with his fist. He then turned his gaze up to the empty sky.
憎いあの十二神め。私を封印などして許せない。大体お前もだよキューピッド。ただの下っ端の神のくせに私よりも有名になるなんて許せない。
Usurp you in what fame? Like, she didn't do anything. Huh? Fame?
僕はね、一番偉い神なんだ。あんな臆病者の弟とは違う。ジュピターなんて名前よりゼウスの方が尊いだろ。それだというのに人間どもと来たらジュピターとゼウスを同一の神などと言うし、人間どもは恋なんて低俗なものが好きだからキューピッドばかりを好んで描くし、会社などの名前にまで使うし。
Oh. Cupid Corporation. Memories where I'd worked as an intern came rushing back to me.
だから私はキューピッドが特に嫌いなのだ。しかも愛を、恋を司るなんておぞましい。愛など恋など私は信じない。あんなもの煩わしいだけだ。愛なんてもう世界に必要ない。これからは服従と崇拝、それだけあればいい。
Why? Love is amazing. Have you never loved anyone?
まさか私が誰かのために愛をするわけないでしょ。僕は愛を受ける側の神だ。誰かを愛するなんて施しはしたくないね。
But weren't you and Lady Juno married?
ジュノー、あんな女のこと思い出したくもない。ジュノーの愛の重いことと言ったら、ああ嫌だ。あれのせいで嫌になったようなものだよ。私はただ好きなようにいたいだけ。生きとし生けるものはすべて私を愛せばいい。お返しはないけれどね。
The way he just changes his voice back and forth, I don't know. His like split personality is jarring. I don't know about jarring. It's not really the right word. It's just strange. It's like he has a man and a woman side of him, and there's no room for Juno or anything like that. I don't know. He's just strange. The eyes of Zeus did not waver as he put his hand on his chest.
大体愛など不完全な生き物が自分の不完全な部分を補うためにするものだろう。自分では足りないから、完成しないから、不足分を補いたいから生き物は愛を与え合うのさ。
All the animals feel incomplete. Okay.
けれど私は私一人で完成している。私は私一人で成り立つのだよ。
Okay,
男でもあり、女でもあるの。
I guess I wasn't too far off in my assumption earlier. I'm like, he feels like he's like a man and a woman. He like has both sides of the same coin and thus doesn't need anything else. Doesn't need love. Doesn't need a woman. Doesn't. Okay, so there you go.
それなのに他の神と来たら、人間と来たら許さない。こんな完璧な私が神話では石と呼ばれるなんて。石と
Stone.
確かに私たちを助け出したのはあの憎きクロノスに薬を飲ませたジュピターかもしれない。でもクロノスを打ち破り主神にふさわしい強さを示したのはこの僕だ。私こそ主神なのだ。多くの娘と交わり、この尊き神の血を人間に分けてやったの。なぜこの私が封印されるというの。メティスを飲み込み全知全能の神になったのも私、アテナを生んだのも私。最も尊き神に近い神はこのゼウスだというのに。
I don't like how he just changes his voice like mid-sentence. Just kind of...
それなのに私は長き時を封印されて過ごした。ジュノーが私を連れ冥界へ逃げてからも私は9日休夜の間地獄の火の海を漂った。
Only 99 nights.
平和もなければ安息も希望もない。その苦しみをお前は分かるのか。このゼウスが最も尊き神があのような苦しみ、もう二度と味わいたくなどない。だから私が一番の神になるのだ。
But the other gods have learned to embrace their shortcomings and work together to make up for them. Don't invite that loneliness.
寂しい。バカな。僕がそんな感情を持ち合わせているはずないだろう。だいたいね、今の人間が求めているのはたった一人のヒーローだ。唯一神だよ。多神教などもう時代遅れだ。十字軍が出てきた頃からね。人間は意もしない神を崇拝している。ならば私が唯一神となり降臨すれば 私こそが今まで信仰していた神だと思うだろう。かつての預言者たちが見た神こそ私だ。そう歴史を書き換えてしまえばいい。そう、人間は皆僕を認め、私に神戸を垂れればいい。この僕の素晴らしさを。
Zeus followed his thunderous declaration, and for some reason he began to undress. Goodness. What? He only removed his lower half's clothing. He was naked below the waist.
さあ、キューピッド。私が交わって差し上げよう。
I don't even want to know what he wants to
痛い
do.
のは最初。
What?
ああ、悪いけど上半身は見せられないんだ。だって私、女の体も持っているのよ。恥ずかしいじゃない。
What? Wait, hold on. What's going on here? How did we even get to this point?
私がお前を食べると言っただろ。何、私が頭からバリバリ食べると思ったかい。我が子を食らうサトゥルヌスのように。残念だがゴヤの解釈は誤りだよ。神聖はね、こうして私の立派なもので奪うのが一番効果的なのだよ。
I wasn't sure what he meant, but he pointed his eyes downward. Ugh. This was grim. I shuddered to think of what he was proposing.
大丈夫。私のこれは多くの女性を虜にしてきたのだからね。お前をこうして食らったと知ったらジュピターは一体どんな顔をするだろうね。ゼウス、私にできなかったことを成し遂げてくれてありがとうと尊敬されるかしら。それとも私も混ぜてくれ、ずるいじゃないかと。私の弟は怒りと喜びに歓喜するのだろうか。それともよくも愛するキューピッドを奪ったなときっと激怒するだろうね。
So is he saying that his way of eating her is by sleeping with her? But but I was still hung up on the fact that he got undressed waist down, but because he's part woman, he doesn't want to get undressed waist up because it's too modest. But I don't understand. So what is the lower half man, the upper half woman? I don't even know. But as far as modesty goes, the men don't show their lower half. So if you're going by modest standards, you shouldn't get undressed at all, right? Whatever. He curled his lips into a malicious grin, then stepped closer to me. His frightening figure loomed above me. Not even Jupiter and I have gotten to this point yet. Yeah, he wants to sleep with her. Okay. No, help me, Jupiter.
Cupid!
He heard you.
お尻
But the church doors flew open and a group stormed in. Oh my goodness. They were suddenly confused by Zeus's half-naked appearance.
なんだあれは、規格外すぎるぞ。
Yeah, I could just imagine what they're thinking right now.
なんだあの完璧なフォルムは。嘘だろ。認めたくない。あれが美しいだなんて。
Really, Ryuki? Are you serious? His butt is just so beautiful.
ありゃサタンレベルじゃないか。
あー、すごい大きい。しかも上を脱がないってことは、ゼウスってもしかして両性具有なの？そう、私こそ生物としての完全体、頂点に君臨するものさ。だから僕はかつて存在していたオメを切断したのさ。両性具有は僕以外にいらないからね。
本当に昔は両性具有がいたんだ。プラトンの共演そのものだ。俺たちは神話の中にいるんだね。最高だよ。
This episode is so weird so far. No, you're not. Hurry up and save me. If this is allowed to go on, Zeus will have his way with me. I tried once to contort myself, but Jupiter shot me a wide-eyed glance. His body clenched with murderous intent.
Zeus, Cupid によくも汚いものを見せたな。
I know, he ain't gonna stand for it. Whoa. The raised hand, Jupiter summoned a bolt of lightning that blasted the pedestal and my shackles. I could hear Zeus cackling behind me as I sprinted over to the group.
ジュピター、いい顔だ。それは嫉妬の顔だね。出来損ないのお前には友愛しか与えられていないのに、よくもまあそんなふりができるものだ。さすが最初から偽物の出身だったお前は違う。だがね、お前は所詮私の影。逃げ回るしか能のない無力な神さ。
Jupiter and Zeus exchanged hateful, piercing glares. The air was charged with electricity.
別に常に逃げ回っていたわけではない。ギガントマキアでチポンと戦ったのも私だ。兄上は一番にエジプトに逃げたではないか。
あれはエジプトの最高神に私が成り代わりたかっただけだ。動物の姿で現れたせいでどうにも私らしくない姿で崇められているけれどね。あの最高神も私だ。
エジプト神話の最高神もゼウスだったの？
そう、私はそれほどまでに尊い神なのだよ。そこの人間はよく分かっているようだね。分かったならばジュピター、諦めてお前も私の一部におなり、腹の中でキューピッドとむつみ合えばよい。
They spoke in an affected way, as if to prod a reaction from Jupiter. The former stretched out his slender arms and enticed his estranged brother, but Jupiter responded by pointing his spear at Zeus.
兄上、ずっと私は耐えてきた。ずっとずっとずっと私は耐えてきた。兄上がしたことの尻拭いばかりでも、それでも文句一つ言わずにやってきた。だがあなたの影だった私はもういない。私はジュピター、今の主神だ。
バカなことを腰抜けのジュピターが何を言う。それに今さらお前に戻る場所はないよ。どうせ今頃世界中の人間どもが私を崇めているのだから。
残念だけどそう簡単にはいかないみたいだよ。深海から顔面偏差値100の美の女神が男どもを虜にしに来たからね。
Is that Venus?
はあ、まさかヴィーナスが。
That's funny.
それにみんな夢にも夢中になってるよ。俺の仲間のインキュバスたちに任せてきたからね。男はもちろんサキュバスのいい餌食だ。
Calling all succubi.
あとね、俺の激レアセミヌード写真をインスタに上げてきたから、俺のファンはゼウスファンにならないと思うよ。
俺は書き溜めておいたラブレターをネットに上げたらバズっちゃって、みんな献身的な愛は素敵って感動してくれたよ。
Is this how they're going to assist with Zeus's defeat? With all their love types just posting whatever they're good at all over the web?
私は入会金無料キャンペーンを発表してきた。
おかげで我が社には出会いを求める男女が殺到しているようだな。
Well, I guess if they're all distracted, then they won't worship Zeus, right? I was wondering how how humans were going to help defeat Zeus that Jupiter couldn't even defeat.
そんなバカな話を私が信じるわけ。
これが証拠だ。
Look at that face. Mr. Snail pulled his phone from his pocket and selected the news app.
Currently, Los Angeles is seeing abnormal weather, causing a lot of confusion. A mysterious phenomenon where the sky is turning red is happening, and according to the opinions of experts, urgent news. It seems that a beautiful woman has come down from the sky. We will broadcast live on location.
私ヴィーナスっていうの。皆さん知ってるかしら？私こそボッタチェリに描かれた美の女神よ。
Hi! Here's today's funny news topics. Actor Raw Arknet is the topic on everyone's lips since suddenly uploading a semi-nude photo to his Instagram.
Oh my goodness.
Also, Cupid Corporation started a free membership promotion and people are flooding the front of the building now. There's more. An urban legend about having strangely sexy dreams is becoming a hot topic on Instagram. In addition, a long love letter written by Gil Lovecraft is spreading all over.
Well, they knew it was Parasite 6 doing this.
というわけだ。
なぜだ。私があんなにも力を振りまいたというのに。人間なら神に従って当然だ。私の支配の方が心地よいはずだろ
う。お前の支配は確かに心地よいのかもしれぬ。何も考えずにいられるから。偽りの平穏が得られるから。だが人間は自分で何を愛するかを選択できるのだ。ゼウス、人間はお前がいなかった間に尊き優れた生物へと進化している。もう前のようには支配させない。
僕の邪魔をするなんて許さないよお前たち。
The veins on Zeus's forehead bulged as he summoned lightning.
させぬ。もう私は負けない。
Jupiter spun around and absorbed the bolts of lightning which had been flung towards us.
キューピッド、その矢でこの場の6人を撃て。恋愛色彩による結界を完成させるのだ。
Shoot 6 arrows! Oh my goodness! What?
神具を使われたら悪魔は消滅するんじゃ。
Uh-oh.
キューピッドの矢は消滅させるために作られているものではない。いられればやけどぐらいはするが大丈夫だ。
I just noticed Alan's all dressed up for this.
全然平気に聞こえなかったんだけど。
Were the others dressed up as this too?
それにお前は元兵士だ。神具で消滅などしない。主審の私が保証する。信じてくれ。
Aw, well at least that's good.
オッケー、なら信じるよ。そもそも俺は彼女のために生きてきたからな。マニアとして彼女を信じてやるよ。
さあ、キューピッド、撃て。
When I raised Cupid's bow as command and my task immediately came into focus. The love types, all 6, has centralized into a singular power which now brimmed throughout the realm. Agape. Pragma. Eros. They are all dressed up. Ludus. Mania. Storge. Love's Inferno was gathering flame by your powers combined. I just have to shoot each of them and connect them with Cupid's bow.
うわ、なんだこれ。体の中に何か見える。
You're all lending Jupiter your strength.
プラグマ、一体なんだこれは。
Does he not know what it's called? You all see it too?
私が増幅させた。皆それぞれ浮かんだ名を名乗れ。キューピッドがその言霊に合わせて矢を射る。
That's funny. Call out the name which speaks to you. Here we go, surround Zeus.
あ、一体何を。
Gil, you go first. Now, call out the name of love.
アガペ、プラグマ、エロス、ルダス、
マリア。最後だ。ストルゲ。
なんだこれは。一体何をしている。
Rings of 6 different colors appeared around Zeus, encasing him. You know, comparing this to Captain Planet, I know is really cheesy, but this is making me really happy right now.
ゼウス、これが愛だ。人間、悪魔、神の世界を満たす愛の色だ。
こんなものをすぐに。
Sparks of energy crackled in the air as Zeus struggled to free himself from the light, but it was no use.
くそ、なぜこんなに強い。バカだ。愛がこんな強固なはずない。愛なんてすぐに壊れるものだろう。
No, he could do anything in the power of love.
残念だが、ここに集まっている者は皆筋金入りの愛の持ち主だ。キューピッドでさえ強制できないほどのな。
Zeus, you mentioned love as a coping mechanism to combat loneliness, but love alone overpowers all other feelings. Even men who become parasites over broken hearts, prestige, glamour, obsession, thievery, and sensitivity. They are capable of harnessing love's infinite power even by themselves.
愛なんて僕は信じない。そんなものこの世には存在せぬ。
It does exist. They're all standing in front of you.
やだ、こんな愛。私は認めない。みんな私に愛を求めたが、愛をくれなかったじゃないか。
兄上、あなたには愛を捧げた神がいた。それをあなたが捨て去ったからだ。
I know, I was like, Gino did.
私は捨てられたくなかった。やだ、愛なんて最初からなかったじゃないか。
兄上、あなたは父に飲まれたから始まりの子を妻と共に飲み込んだ。やられたから自分もなんて主神のやることじゃない。さよならゼウス。人々が愛してやまない全知全能の神よ、静かに眠っていてくれ。
Rest in peace. I hurts my voice just listening to it. Well, that was quick. I thought it was going to be like long and drawn out, but no. The 6 rings of light fastened around Zeus then vanished in a flash. All that was left was a stone which hit the ground with a thud. This was the mythical stone of legend, Zeus who had been swallowed by Cronus instead of his twin brother Jupiter. All of a sudden, I felt a cold breeze followed by the patter of raindrops. But it wasn't the same threatening rain which Zeus had summoned. It was the rain of the gods, a blessed rain. It's done. Relief completely washed over me. I was drained of all energy and I was ready to pass out. As I looked around me, it was a feeling shared among all of us. It's quick. Beginning of a new myth. So this is the last section. This is the last section, and then there's an ending. So hopefully it's short enough to where I can just put it all in this video and then release it. And then if I need to take an extended break or something for my voice to come back, then I can do that in between series. A good place for that. I couldn't quite hear whose voice that was. We'll figure it out. I heard someone call my name from a distance.
Cupid, 頼む。目を覚ましてくれ。
Sounds like Jupiter. My love is crying. He's in pain and anguish. I sense him tremble, scared as ever. I need to hug him and let him know that I'm okay. Why? Because she used so much power, afraid of her disappearing.
Cupid.
Jupiter? Like, this voice now doesn't sound like Yang at all from Fiore. It's like he developed into his own unique voice. This becoming the true Jupiter. When I opened my eyes, I saw that pitiful face with eyes puffy from crying. Oh.
よかった。よかった。お前がもう目覚めぬかと。
Jupiter, no need to panic. I just needed to rest up. Wait, huh? This is Celestia.
ああ、あの後全員気を失ったからな。私の力でここへ運んできた。
Where were they even at? Somewhere in the human realm, I guess? I see. Oh, what happened to Zeus? That was,
ああ、再びゼウスは眠りについた。今、人類は彼を求めてはいない。だから、平気だろう。
People don't need him, nor do they need to be ruled by an absolute god. Maybe one day Zeus will return, should humanity decide it needs a savior. But that is not today, so long as people can still be swayed by Mr. Alkanine's photos, or Gil's love letters at least.
それより、お前は大丈夫か？体は辛くないか？
I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me.
だが、お前は一度に6つも金の矢を放ったから。
Oh right, it expends my life force. But I haven't disappeared yet. Maybe all that time I spent on customers at Pillow Luxuria is finally paying off. Oh yeah, how about the others?
皆ならば。
よかった。目を覚ましたんだね。
Whoa, are they all in Celestia? That moment, the five ran to my bed at once from outside my room. All of them grasped my hand and had teary eyes. They're all blushy. That's so cute. What? You brought them to Celestia too?
神の力に触れてしまったからな。放っておくわけにはいくまい。それに。
Uh-oh. Are they all in love with her?
心配したんだからね。もう君から離れないよ。俺もだよ。君とメイクラブしてないのに離れ離れなんて俺嫌だよ。
Oh my goodness.
私もだ。お前しか考えられない。私の妻になってくれ。
You know how I said a couple episodes ago it'd be really funny if they were all in love with her in this last route, kind of like the Parasite harem one? Yeah, they're all in love with her because they got shot by the arrows.
僕だってあんたに好きだって言う前に別れるなんて絶対嫌だから。
Oh my goodness.
俺もだよ。君以外考えられない。君の声は川のせせらぎ。眼差しは宝石のよう。ああ、俺の愛よ、マイハニー。
What's all this?
ゼウスを封印するためにキューピッドの矢を撃っただろう。つまりそういうことだ。
Sure, I guess. In other words, everyone who was hit by one of my arrows is infatuated with me.
とにかくお前が無事でよかった。私はやることがあるからな。お前は休んでいてくれ。
You deal with all these five members in love with you while I go do my Jupiter duty. Bye. Oh, Jupiter. I tried following Jupiter as he left the room, but the Parasite 5 clung to me all at once.
頼む、行かないでくれ。
ちょっとおじさん、
Oh
彼女
man.
に抱きつかないでくれる？僕の方が先だよ。ねえ、僕を見てよ。
I was first in line.
おじさん、お前こそまだ子供ではないか。
僕のは若いって言うんだよ。ほらどいて、彼女は僕のなんだから。
Technically young adult. He is 19. He's of age.
俺だって彼女が好きなんだよ。それはもう何年も前から。何度人生をやり直してもさ。
Guys, could we all tone it down?
落ち着いていられるか。こんな燃えるような恋心を知ったのは初めてだからな。
俺もだよ、マイハニー。愛してるよ。こうなったら全員で愛し合おうか。
あ、いいね。俺一度やってみたいって思ってたんだ。
Cross one off the list. Plenty of love for us to go around. That's enough from you two. Besides, I've got to run, so just sit tight, okay? Oh my goodness. Once I managed to push them off of me, I ran around Celestia in search of Jupiter. Not here. Not here either. Found you. Ah. What the heck? You sure surprised too. What'd you do? I quickly threw my arms around him so that he couldn't escape from me again, prompting him to shriek madly.
なんだお前か。驚かせるでない。
The fact that he screams chi as highly pitched as he can when he's frightened is adorable. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the reaction I expected.
すまぬ。いや、ここには近づかないようにと新兵に伝えておいたので、誰かが来るとは思っていなくて。それより、皆は大丈夫だったか？
No, actually, they're all hopelessly love-struck because of the golden arrow. Guess I've got to deal with that for the next 30 days. Wait, huh? I shot you too, right, Jupiter? Are you alright?
何もないな。一度矢が刺さったことがあるからか。
He's already in.
いや、違うな。おそらく、もうすでにお前に恋をしているからかもしれぬ。
Huh? How could you not know this? I mean, he's been saying that he's been in love with you this whole time. But whatever. I noticed Jupiter's cheeks filling with color, but I was more distracted by his dreamy eyes. I see. Both our eyes met, then glanced away at the same time. I was almost embarrassed to look at him. Instead, I gazed into my reflection in the fountain. The fountain of matchmaking. I've delivered love for countless people over the centuries. That was as Cupid, the goddess of love. But where do I go from here? There were so many revelations that I hardly had any chance to process them. I'm an ex-angel, and Cupid with the expiration date. The god of all gods was, in fact, a twin, and Zeus was one of the most selfish, egotistical gods I have ever met. We sealed him away, but before that... Hey Jupiter, it seems I've forgotten to ask a very important question. Well, why did you ask me to go to the human realm in the first place? At first you said it was because you wanted me to see them firsthand. But my time's almost up, isn't it? So why, just for the sake of it? I mustered up the courage to ask him to his face, and Jupiter curled his mouth into that usual pitiful expression of his. Because he wants you to be Judah.
その件については、せっかくかっこよく決めようとセリフをあれこれ考えていたというのに。
What? My eyes traveled down the length of his arm and spotted a note clutched to his hand.
では、改めて言わせてくれ。恋の女神、キューピッド。私は、お前と人間界で過ごした日々で、数々の学びを。
He ran away to write a letter of his confession, because that is the most normal thing I've ever seen. Like something Gil would do. Hey, Jupiter, you don't need all those notes. Just speak from the heart.
そんなせっかく一生懸命考えたのだが。
That's so cute. But I want you to say it with your own words. I lowered my hand towards his to grab the note. After mumbling to himself incoherently, Jupiter finally put the notes down and began to speak.
では端的に言おう。実はジュノーになって欲しくて留学してもらっていたのだ。
To be Juno? Who?
キューピッド。お前がだ。
What? Cupids become Juno. The goddess of love becomes the goddess of marriage? What? Me?
ジュノーの失踪からずっと結婚率は下がり続けていた。これ以上空位の時代が続けば大きな混乱が起きるだろう。だからお前に新たな結婚の神になってほしいのだ。
I was speechless. His proposition was too good to be true. Because unlike Cupids in the lower strata of gods, Juno was included as one of the diconstants. Her importance could not be understated in Celestia, and her role was far beyond Cupid's. You mean like how angels listen to the rank of Cupid?
そうだ。ジュノーになればキューピッドとしての消滅も逃れられるしな。
I didn't know that. Okay, which means the whole point of me visiting the human realm was to groom me as the next Juno.
隠していてすまない。だが変な気負いなくお前のありのままの感性で留学してほしかったのだ。ジュノーになるための留学ではなく、ただの人間のように学生生活を謳歌してほしかった。いや、それとは少し違うな。私は友が欲しかったのだと思う。
Oh. Jupiter slacked his shoulders with a smile, gazing at me tenderly.
前に話しただろう。私一人がクロノスにも飲み込まれず、人間界でニンフたちに育てられたと。つまりな、神々の中で私だけが人間の世界で育ったのだ。だから時折他の神と価値観が違うと思うことがある。
You know, I never really thought of it until now, but that's why humans were so much more important to Jupiter than any other god.
人はそのように考えないのではないか。人はそのような救いを求めていないのではないかと私はよく思う。だが生まれついた時から神であった他の十二神は私とは違う。人はただ導くものだと思い込んでいてな。それをどこか窮屈だとずっと思っていた。だから天使らしくないお前を見て妙に心が惹かれた。無邪気で好奇心が旺盛で、毎日変わっていくお前は私の希望に思えていた。
I've grown?
神の実は変わらぬ。それゆえに窮屈だ。だがお前は昨日泣いたことで翌日笑っていた。まるで人間のように自由なお前に私は救われていたのだ。
Jupiter touched my cheek softly and smiled. Jupiter's eyes glowed delicately. Those certainly belong to the god of all gods.
だからお前ならきっと変わりない神の世に新しい風を届けてくれると信じていた。かつてはただそれだけだった。
There's a new reason now. He moved his hand steadily from my cheek to my shoulder, and the puppy dog eyes, which were normally Peter's trademark, honed in focus. The once sensitive parasite was terrified of everything and certainly didn't seem like the god of all gods.
でもお前と共にいる間に私はお前とずっと一緒にいたいという感情を持つようになった。お前といるとほっとして嬉しくて、いろんなことを共有して一緒に笑いたいと願うようになった。ちーちゃんの姿になって心から安堵して眠る幸福を知った。こんな気持ちは生まれてから初めてだ。
Chi. Memories of Chi bouncing happily before coming to my bed came to mind. I interpreted it as playful gesture at first. Now I realized it was a chance for the sensitive parasite to feel true peace.
私は長いことずっと兄上の影として主審の補佐ばかりしていた。兄を失ってからは主審であろうと必死だった。私が私でいた期間はクレータ島のディクテオン洞窟で育っていたあのわずかな時間のみだ。お前といるとあの頃のように、いやあの頃よりもずっと、何と言うべきか、ずっとらしくいられるのだ。主神でも雷の神でも天空神でもない、ただのジュピターでいられたのだ。
He's blushing, it's so cute.
あ、いや違う。私が言いたいのはそういうことではない。
He shook his head petulantly, then clasped my hands with both of his.
本当はずっと好きだったんだ。キューピッドの矢が刺さる前から。
Oh, really? You just didn't know how to express it?
それがどういう好きなのかはわからなかった。どうしてお前のことばかり気になるのか自分でもわからなかった。それでもずっとお前のことを見ていた。お前の笑う顔が好きで、どうしてか惹かれていた。でもうまく話しかけられなかった。私は女性と話すのが怖くて、いつだって女性のそばから逃げてきたから。
Right? I remembered how stiff Jupiter seemed when we first spoke. We exchanged only a few words, but I see now just how much courage it took him.
ゼウスへの恨みを持つ娘たちに恨まれ、ずっと女性は恐ろしい生き物だと怯えていた。そんな私が見つけた、初めて見ていたいと願う女性、それが天使だった頃のお前だ。遠ざけたくないと思ったのはお前が初めてなんだ。だから留学でもお前についていったのだ。お前を守るなどと威勢のいいことを言った。でも実際は多分ただお前のそばにいたかっただけだ。頼む、リネット。受脳神となり、私の妻となって、私のそばにずっといてくれ。
Oh.
これは私のわがままだ。主神の命令などではない。お前でなければ嫌だ。
As he meant to hide it, Jupiter was practically begging me. The god of all gods who had lived for eons before I came into being. I could only imagine how lonely some of those eons had felt. I want to fulfill his wish, but I had to ask, is it what I wanted too? No, I shouldn't even have to ask. Two of us even used to date, even if it's because I shot him with a Cupid's bow. But our date showed me how kind, honest, and pure his love was. I happily accept.
本当か?
Yes, because becoming Juno means marrying you, right? If I refuse, then someone else would become Juno, and no way I would let that happen. I smiled and stood on my tiptoes. I pressed my lips into his, and I could feel his smile beneath my kiss. Caught him by surprise. Right? As we pulled apart, I gazed deeply into Jupiter's eyes, but he returned an astonished look. He paused before breaking into his usual stammer.
本当にいいのか? もっと時間をかけて考えても、いや、それもまずいが、だが、
I'm sorry, that was adorable. But maybe not for too long, okay? Honestly, I think I spent more than enough time thinking about whether or not I love you. Hey, Jupiter, do you love me?
なぜまた聞く? さっき言ったつもりだが。
Did I just say so? I want to hear you say it again. Do you love me?
好きだ。
He is the most adorable character ever. I love him so much. He's even cuter than Ryuki, who, I don't know, looked really cute when he stammered and blushed and stuff too, but this is... So much more than that. The words squeaked out from the corner of his mouth as his lips went in sync with his tongue.
好きだ。
He looked at me desperately and rubbed his nose into mine.
好きだ。
I saw the ache in his eyes and his fangs as he professed his love to me. His fangs? Okay. Do you want to bite me again?
うん。すごく。
More than anything. That's funny. Jupiter nodded like an obedient puppy. His eyes were taken by a familiar intensity. Less burn in his eager face. He bit into his lip, overwhelmed by the prospect. I embraced him tightly. Okay, go ahead. Bite me as hard as you want, okay? Oh my goodness. He bit into my shoulder and held me close. Oh my goodness. What happened to all those clothes? They just vanished.
好きだ。好きだ、リネット。
At last he called me by my name, not my role, and he spoke his undying love for me into existence.
好きだ。もう離さぬ。お前は私だけのものだ。
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use the other CG for this screenshot on this because I don't think there's any way I'm going to put this on YouTube anyway. Same here, you know. If you pull a Zeus on me, I'll never forgive you.
するわけないだろう。私はカビンパラサイトなのだからな。
I know, it's sensitive, right? Nothing like Zeus. Desperately, he gnawed at my neck as if ready to devour me whole. In a way, he reminded me of Chi in this moment, the kind of proof of desire that couldn't be captured by a mere kiss. Aren't you going to bite here? When I pointed at my lips, Jupiter's ears turned beet red, and he drew me in closer.
ここは噛まない。
I know, ears are sensitive, that would hurt. Instead of biting, Jupiter gave me the softest kiss ever. We worshipped one another with our kisses.
愛している。お前と夫婦になり、これからもずっと共にいたい。
That's a long time.
たとえ星が滅んでも、神々の実がある限り、人々が祈る限り、ずっと永遠に。
Yes, let's be together forever. Chi, Peter, Jupiter. I called out all the names of my beloved. Cupid, Lynette Mirror, Juno. We had many names, and we kissed repeatedly. No matter what we called one another or what role we were fated to play, he and I were in love, and nothing could tear us apart. I felt him slip a ring upon my finger. It was likely one of Juno's divine artifacts. If I become Juno, I don't have to disappear. He and I are free to love one another without fear.
好きだ。好きだ。もう遠慮はしない。
He lost control of himself and kissed me again. Our most pitiful yet tender kiss. The sky was the limit for us. We were gods, and now we are to wed. We locked fingers and shut our eyes. Shut out eyes? I think I read it how it was supposed to be anyway. And while we kissed, I told him that he didn't have to be shy anymore. It's nice of the Parasite 5 to just let you guys have your moment, right?
special to me.
And here is the ending. Cupid Parasite. What a fitting title for the end. I am really satisfied with this route. I think it's my favorite route despite how much I complained about certain things, but because Cupid got to be herself, she got to be a god, and she got to love as a god. I think that was the most precious ending of everything. Also, I'm glad that in the end, after when he finally proposed and they finally had their special moment together, that he was Jupiter and not Peter, because Jupiter is who he truly is. And so them just putting time together as Jupiter and Cupid, I think it couldn't have ended any better than that, in my opinion. And just looking at all the CGs again, I'm like, I really liked this route. She was accepted, you know, as a god, as herself. Half the other Parasite 5 wouldn't have even believed that a god existed if she told them. So, this was nice. Anyway, years has passed since I ascended to the rank of Juno. To prevent other angels from suffering my and Professor Melville's fate, Jupiter and I, his wife, set out to create a new Celestia. One day, in the middle of world building, we took a glimpse at the human realm. Jupiter, Gil's book is a bestseller.
おお、さすがパラサイト6だな。みんな優秀だ。
He named it the Parasites like this, but oh, they're so cute. We grabbed my wrist as we watched our beloved world team below. They're so cute. Getting to know the human realm from the inside out bore fruit of imaginable quality, and these fruits made Celestia too. It was well on its way to become a glitzy metropolis, just like Lost York. Great to know everyone's doing well. Mr. Aconite's latest blockbuster offerings were a smash hit. Both Goddess of the Camel Part 2 and Jupiter garnered rave reviews. What do you mean blockbuster? That's like 1990.
演技がそっくりそのまま私というのは恥ずかしいがな。
Raul played Jupiter. He saw the real Jupiter. He's an actor. At least he didn't play Zeus's part, right?
まあ、それはそうだな。
Look at that. Ryuki's new line, the Mythology Collection, is a hit.
まさか私やヴィーナスの着ていた服をロサンヨーク風にアレンジするとはな。さすがは外見パラサイトか。
For all those trials and tribulations, they managed to make something great out of it. It does the heart proud. Mr. Snail turned Cupid Corporation into the biggest companies in Lost York.
さすがはチーパラサイトだな。そういえばこの間ドレスジュノーなんていうドレスブランドも作っていたな。
His Juno's dress? What?
確か計算員とシェルビーが共同で作ったブランドだったか。
Oh, okay. Those boys never fail to surprise.
ああ、これだから本当に目が離せぬ。
But why is Jupiter in Peter form right now? I don't understand. They're in Celestia and he's Peter. About Professor Melville, I heard he took over the underworld. He now fancies himself as a demon king. Coincidentally, I discovered my college friend Claris was a succubus all along. While trotting the globe for her study abroad program, she's been feasting on the dreams of men across borders. To my surprise, it seems demons and gods are no strangers to the human realm after all.
ああ、そういえばアランにはこの間会ってきたぞ。随分と元気そうだった。
Oh, really? What? Unfair. You always go to the underworld alone.
すまぬ。だが魔王になったあれはまた魅力的でな。お前が取られないか不安なのだ。
Oh, please, do you really think that? You know we're married, right?
そうだな。私の奥さんだ。
That little bit of reassurance seemed to convince Jupiter, whose smile bloomed like a rose in spring.
そうだったな。
Come on, with a smile like that, how could I say no? Peter was a sensitive parasite, a consequence to living out his life as a shadow. No wonder he never had any confidence. Therefore, I made a habit of telling him just how much I love him. Jupiter, I love you.
ああ、ジュノー、私もだ。
That's so cute. Calls her by her new name. Peter, I love you.
リネット、私もだ。愛してる。
They're just gonna call each other all by their names. Chi will always be together.
Chi?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she doesn't have a third name. You can't call her Cupid, right? We held each other tenderly and gazed upon the wondrous little rock below us. My precious children, if mankind was happy, then so were we. Were the gods necessary after all? Whenever humanity needed us, then we would be there. To those who know we exist, and those who doubt we do, and to everyone else too, will always be watching over you. Whatever it takes to maintain peace. I recited a silent prayer, then turned to kiss my dear husband, Jupiter. Ben, it says Ben. It's cute. My voice is cracking again. That was super short. That was like less than 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, that's the end of Cupid Parasite. Alright, so turn down the volume so I could talk. I can't believe how short that was. I was expecting this to go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I'm glad it's around an hour because I don't have to talk for very much longer because I don't know how much longer my voice will last. Anyways, I'm so excited that it's finally over. Not finally over as if I was looking forward to it, but it's completed and it makes me happy. So we'll have the Cupid Parasite fan disc coming up, and then 9 RIP or 9 RIP, however you say it, is going to be coming out tomorrow. Actually, I think I'm getting it delivered today, but if my voice is not there, then I'm obviously going to wait until my voice is better before I start recording another series because I just don't want to strain my voice because it's very difficult right now to make sure my voice is loud enough to be heard but not to crack or sound raspy. So I'm just going to postpone the next video until my voice gets better. And then I'll probably be recording them side by side, the fan disc and 9 RAP. I did send a email to Idea Factory to make sure that I can stream this video because I haven't seen any of it. I think it came out on Vita before it came out on Switch, and I haven't seen any Vita videos posted, so I don't know if this is one that I can post or not. So I'm also kind of waiting on a email back from them to say that it's okay to make a playthrough of this game. Anyway, as always, if you guys did like, drop a thumbs up down below and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.